Time feels natural, like the sunrise, like the changing of seasons. But time, as we measure it, was shaped by decisions, by rulers, by power. This is not a story about myths alone. This is a story about dates, places, names, and the exact moments when time itself was rewritten. To understand how we arrived here, we must go back not to legends, but to Rome, before the change. Long before modern calendars, time was guided by the sky. The moon marked the months, the sun marked the year, the seasons told farmers when to plant and harvest. In the ancient Roman world, the earliest calendar was lunar and uneven. It did not flow smoothly. Months drifted, festivals shifted, and power over time rested in the hands of priests. They decided when to add days. They decided when the year would end. And when time can be adjusted by men, time becomes political. By the 1st century before Christ, the Roman calendar was broken. Winter festivals were appearing in autumn. Harvest celebrations came before crops were ready. The year had lost alignment with the sun. Rome needed order. The man who reordered time. In the year 46 BC, one man held more authority than any priesthood. Julius Caesar, a general, a ruler, a reformer. Caesar had seen Egypt, a civilization that followed the sun, not the moon. Egyptian astronomers knew the solar year lasted 365 days. So Caesar made a decision that would shape the world. The exact change in 46 BC, Rome experienced what historians call the Year of Confusion. To realign the seasons, Caesar added extra days, so many that the year lasted 445 days. Then, on January 1st, 45 BC, a new system officially began, the Julian calendar. This was the moment time changed. What the Julian calendar did, the Julian calendar established a 365-day year, a leap year every 4 years, months of 30 or 31 days. February reduced to 28 days, 29 in leap years. The moon was no longer the guide. The sun ruled time. And something else happened. Something quieter but permanent. The old rhythm was abandoned, the forgotten new year. Before this reform, the Roman year did not begin in January. It began on March 1st. This is not speculation. The proof is still spoken every time we name the months. Listen carefully. September, Septem, 7 October, Octo, 8 November, Novem, 9 December, Decem, 10. These names are not wrong. The calendar is. March was once month 1. January and February were later additions, inserted before March. Why January took control? January is named after Janus, the Roman god of gates, transitions, and authority. Janus looks both forward and backward. When Rome moved the new year to January 1st, it was not for astronomy, it was for power. Military campaigns began early in the year. Political offices needed a clean start. By 153 BC, Roman officials already assumed office in January. By 45 BC, Julius Caesar made it permanent. The year no longer began with spring and life, but with administration and control. The question of 13 months. Many people today speak of a time when the world used 13 months of 28 days. Let us be precise. There is no evidence that Rome or the global world officially used a universal 13-month, 28-day civil calendar. But there is evidence of something else. The sacred count. Lunar months naturally cycle around 28 days. 13 lunar cycles equal 364 days. This produces 52 exact weeks. Some ancient religious communities, including certain Jewish priestly groups, use 364-day sacred calendars. These were ritual calendars, not imperial law. They were designed for order, worship, and symmetry, and they did not drift. Why the old system faded? Uniform time is efficient, but uneven time is powerful. With irregular months, taxes become flexible, debts stretch, labor cycles blur, memory weakens. A perfectly balanced calendar leaves little room for manipulation. Empires do not favor equality, so the sacred counts faded and the imperial system remained. The second great change. More than 15 centuries later, time drifted again. The Julian calendar was slightly too long, by about 11 minutes per year. Over centuries, those minutes accumulated. By the 1500s, spring equinox was no longer a line. Easter was drifting later. The church intervened. The exact moment. In 1582 AD, under Pope Gregory XIII, another correction was ordered. In Catholic Europe, Thursday, October 4th, 1582 was followed by Friday, October 15th, 1582. 10 days were removed. They simply ceased to exist. What the Gregorian calendar changed. The Gregorian calendar adjusted leap year rules, preserved the Julian months, kept January 1st as New Year, did not restore lunar harmony, did not add a 13th month. This is the calendar the world still uses today, adopted slowly across nations, sometimes resisted, sometimes feared, but ultimately accepted. What was lost? When time was standardized, something subtle disappeared. The year no longer breathed. There was no pause for balance, no day outside the week, no sacred completion. Time became something to chase. People began saying, "I don't have time. I'm running out of time." The ancients never spoke this way. Why this still matters. This story is not about returning to the past. It is about understanding the present. When month names no longer match their numbers, it tells a story. When seasons feel rushed, it tells a story. When years disappear quickly, it tells a story. Time, once aligned with nature, was reshaped to serve systems. The clock and the sky. The calendar on your wall is not ancient truth. It is a record of decisions. The moon still completes her cycle. The sun still returns to the same point. The sky has not changed. Only our agreement with it has. And perhaps, in remembering when and how time was altered, we learn not to fear the clock, but to listen again to the rhythm beneath it.